You want to escape America's government-dominated health care and save money? It's not hard. Just leave the country. Go to the Philippines.
It's not just their brilliance that makes Filipino doctors popular, it's how well they treat their patients.
Go to Colombia and get pampered.
I will send a chauffeur to the airport, and he will take you to the hotel where a welcome package and a mobile phone will be waiting for you. Once we take care of the medical part, we can pamper you.
Go to China.
Shanghai is also an outstanding destination for affordable, high-quality healthcare services.
Coming to China for my operation was the best decision I could have made.
This is called medical tourism, and in many places you can get medical treatment for much less than it costs in America. And Americans go. Last year, more than 1 million left the country to get cheaper treatment. But why do they have to leave the country? Can't we find something similar in America? Yes, we can, says Dr. Keith Smith, because he's founded a surgery center in Oklahoma that charges much less. So, how?
We own our facility as physicians, and so we, by virtue of that arrangement, have cut out the most inefficient and greedy profit seeker from the equation, and that's the not-for-profit hospital, to be honest.
And for the most part, your customers, your patients, pay themselves or are insured by a company that self-insures. It makes for a different relationship?
Yes, we put our prices online, and the first patients that showed up... Post them online, and the first patients that showed up, interestingly, were the Canadians. But the patients that come to us now, our fastest growing part of our business are employees for whom the employers pay for their care directly out of operating expenses.
And the Reason TV really recently posted a video clip about your surgery center. Let's watch a bit.
June Wiskoski is about to undergo a simple procedure to relieve her carpal tunnel syndrome.
Are you nervous?
A little bit. I think I'm more nervous about being put to sleep.
What makes this routine surgery so unusual is that the total price, which comes to $2,750, is posted online.
We decided we would have price honesty.
Why don't we have that in healthcare?
Because there are a lot of people that benefit from dishonesty in pricing. We put our prices online with the hope that we would attract more patients and more business, but also hoping to start a price war, a real deflationary price war that could bring prices to a level that people would reevaluate their need for insurance altogether, and certainly reevaluate the role of government in healthcare.
And the price differences are enormous. Let's play another clip from that Reason video.
The surgeon was Dr. Jason Sigmund, who also does the procedure at the Surgery Center of Oklahoma, where the total price is $5,885. The bill from Integris comes to more than $33,000. Dr. Jason Sigmund regularly performs procedures at both the Surgery Center and at Integris Baptist Medical Center, which is the epitome of a traditional hospital. Sigmund says the Surgery Center is so much more efficient than Integris that he can perform twice as many surgeries there in a single day.
We have pressures to do that because the amount that we get reimbursed for the same case that they do at the hospital is such a fraction that we're really forced to be efficient.
And Integris is the big local hospital there, and these surgeons who you employ, they work for you and for the hospital.
They don't work for me. They're independent physicians.
Right, but they do surgery at
Yes, at both places.
And $5,000 versus $30,000?
Yes. And the insurance companies, a lot of them drive them to the larger facilities where it's more expensive. And that was one of the things that drove us to put our prices online, was to expose that problem.
And the result is that some people, because they have a deductible, they come to you, they pay it out of their own pocket and still come out ahead?
Yes, people that have high deductible plans, health savings accounts, like I said before, people that are part of self-funded plans, they have the sticker shock, so they're shopping. They're true consumers in the market.
But insurance seems free, and I'm on Medicare. They don't even ask me what things cost. If she has to pay $3,000, how does she come out ahead?
She came out ahead, this patient did, because her employer paid for the whole thing. Otherwise, the hospital would charge them 6, 8, 10 times that. So the employee didn't have any out-of-pocket.
The employer was so happy that it was cheaper, they said, we'll
pay the whole thing.
Forget the deductible.
Yeah.
Now, one of the reasons there's less competition is in most states, there's this law called the CON law.
Certificate of Need.
Which means that if you're going to build a hospital, you have to prove to the bureaucrats that it's needed.
It's not just hospitals, it's surgery centers, MRI units, you name it. And so it's old-fashioned protectionism. It's old-fashioned crony capitalism.
One result of your posting your prices is that the hospital, too, has started coming down in price.
Well, I get between 5 and 7 emails every week from patients that said we were going to come to your facility from Florida, but our local hospital surrendered to your pricing. So we're saving people money all over the country, and we're not even doing the surgeries many times.
And just by saying we're here.
Right.
But you're growing. You've got 47 surgeons, and you may soon have more?
But I think we will. We're expanding our facility. We're going to add 2 more operating rooms, so we'll be able to do a lot more surgery than we're doing now. And I think the way things are going, that's going to be needed.
Thank you, Dr. Keith Smith.